Salbego, head of U.S. West Coast with Coin Street. There we go. We're enabling the next decentralized investment banking along with our internal STO platform plus exchange. And a little background, we've been around in the ICO, in the blockchain world. We didn't just get into this business now. We've been experts in this world doing a lot of blockchain advisory on market strategies, ICOs and everything. Primarily in Asia, and then fueling a lot of cross-border global expansion and global penetration from US to Asia, Asia to US, Europe to Asia. Oops, wrong way. All right, here's some of our partners with Coin Street. Given the fact, well, partnerships are always great, and we had a lot of these even prior to this new adaptation in the market into digitized securities and any other assets, but some of our new ones as we fully moved into this new adaptation. We see a lot of GBX with you guys, that's very cool wherever you went. In Gibraltar Stock Exchange, Open Finance out of the US, Securitize, Polymath, and a number of other Ledger as well, a number of other wonderful brands that we're grateful to have these partnerships with. In this new era that we're in the STO, or our platform has STO global in it. I'm a firm believer it's going to be DAO. We're going to be doing just digital assets all around. For me, I really believe in the debt and bond digitization. I think that's going to be phenomenal, even from a point of view of the company wanting to liquidate, right, or create liquidity in an asset, creating the debt or the bond, right. You'll actually be further ahead in line if they go bankrupt. So it's a little bit better than security, actually. That's my opinion, but we'll go there later on. And a little background on myself, been in the blockchain world for a long time. A lot of my success has been in Asia. In Japan, they call me the Samurai Gaijin. I don't know if you know what Gaijin means, a white monster. Originally from LA, but I've been in Asia for almost my whole career in blockchain. Asia is phenomenal, highly innovative. Asian culture loves gambling. My theory why they love crypto. I speak, as you can see, around the world a lot, this and that, and I work with a bunch of big names, blah, blah, blah. And then next, some more pictures of myself, just to give some validation. You know how it works here. Different speaking engagements. I was at the World Economic Forum speaking there a month ago. I'll move forward to the more fun stuff. I still got to represent our CEO, Sam, my really good friend, another expert in this industry, a little older than me. And as you can see, he's founder of too many things, but they're all great projects and great organizations. He co-founded Ethereum China with Vitalik and built out the community there. He is on the advisory board for economics at the Gibraltar Stock Exchange, which you guys are working with. Some really great stuff with him. Sam's a really great friend. We worked together a lot over the past couple of years, and I officially joined his company top of this year as we were adapting into this new era that we both firmly believed in. Even last year, we were working on stuff. So this is kind of a little breakdown of our company structure. Again, we're in a new era of regulation. Specifically, all we're talking about right now is investments, right? So that we have to conform, as everyone else has said, to different jurisdictions of regulation. How can a company scale, at least, quickly, few years, whatever, how can you scale with different jurisdictions with different regulation? Partnerships. That's the only way to do it. And we're very key on having great partnerships. So we took our company, Coin Street, experts in the blockchain, have been doing this for a long time, partnered with our other close friends, BMI Intelligence, Mr. Chan, who's the founder of that, has done 50 plus IPOs in Asia. I mean, he came out of retirement, basically. He's like the oldest startup founder now, you know what I mean, to start working with us. So we got the experts from the capital markets, and then we got the STO Global X, which is our end-to-end platform, which gives you the full tokenization, issuance, OTC, custody, and the exchange. All right, so I'm going to go through these slides, right? The whole education process. Before I even get into any of that, it's kind of like common theme right now Within the industry, blockchain or FinTech, we definitely noticed it with some of the questions here in the crowd that they're trying to explain. There's a big confusion, misconception of what STOs, digital assets are. How do they relate to ICOs? Is ICO just a new movement of STO, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So, let's kind of just break it down in preschool language. So, ICO, utility token. Though they are together, they are completely separate. And they only have a relation because utility tokens were used to skirt regulation around crowdfunding to retail markets. Plain and simple. ICOs were just an investment tool. In America, we had the Jobs Act, crowdfunding, whoop-de-whoop. Okay, utility tokens are going to be here forever. They are a core feature of blockchain technology with multiple uses. Payments, different protocols, all that great stuff, right? So let's try to separate ICO from utility token. They're you know, in a sense, it's meaningless. You just skirt regulation, that's all it is. Not anymore, as we can see. That's not gonna work anymore. STO, right? How does that relate to an ICO? Well, nothing other than utility tokens were built on blockchain, and right now we're gonna create assets and digitize them on blockchain. Really not that complicated either, if you really start breaking these things down. That's all this is. Basically, I've kind of been meeting with this a lot when I try to speak and talk about stuff, because the market right now needs a lot of education, it really does. Especially here in Japan, and I was really hoping that things would be moving quicker in this, digital asset era, but they're not. So, I have a great challenge ahead because I love Japan and I work here a lot, and I'm going to continue trying to push this moving forward. But right now we have the stock market 1.0. It's great, a lot of great things. It has its flaws, a lot of intermediaries, takes time. Certain investment models are localized, yada yada, okay? We have the taxi business, right? It's great, it worked. You can call them up. Actually, don't consider Japan as an example, because Japan's taxi business is effing incredible. I mean, how do you use Uber here if it's so good? So don't count that. Taxi business, it was great, it worked, you make a call. Can I call a taxi and get a taxi from LA and then get a taxi from my friend in New York? I never actually did that, but I really don't think so. Can I do that with a taxi when I'm in LA to a taxi in the UK to pick up a friend? Never tried it either, but I highly doubt that. Uber, which I've never tried to do international, but for the sake of this example, let's just believe me, Uber, I can get a taxi, I can get an Uber for my mom from LA. Isn't that incredible? I could probably, there's probably some regulation, maybe you can't, do the same thing internationally, cross-border, right? So Uber comes along and disrupts the taxi business. It's the same exact model. Technology facilitated cross-border payments, or at least interstate payments. The whole technology back end, it was just like on steroids. You can see the little car moving, less intermediaries, everything, right? You can add new stops. So here comes blockchain, right? And with the stock market, capital markets, private markets, public markets, and what blockchain does is facilitate cross-border payments almost instantly with no intermediaries for a fraction of the cost. What else does it do? We have nodes, we have smart contracts. On the spot, we can have settlement within investments, right? And trading in the stock market, within minutes or less, we can have a settlement with the blockchain. We can democratize investment in the world. We can fractionalize assets as well. There are things in the world right now that you cannot create liquidity from, right? With blockchain, you can almost throw, for a joke, we can throw anything on the blockchain, right? And digitize it, create an asset out of it. There are so many use cases, benefits from blockchain. And that's really all this is. It's technology, right? Stock market 1.0, stock market 2.0. We're still trading the same exact thing. A security, a derivative, a bond. There's nothing different. So, I think for me at least, and people I've pitched this to, it should break all this stuff down really easy, that there's nothing different other than the technology. STOs are not merely compliant ICOs, right? We're tokenizing real-world assets. Unregulated, access to any kind of retail customer. You can say whatever you want about this white paper or project. Granted, we had a lot of great projects. We had a lot of crap. We had a lot of scams, right? STO again, security token, debt token, bond token, commodity token. So we have a wonderful breakdown of the size of these markets, right? Syndicated lending. All of them have problems. Expensive, only local liquidity for syndicated lending, private offerings, illiquid, management overheads. You can see there's problems with all this. Blockchain solves this. With digitizing securities, these are some of the amazing benefits of that. Again, all we're talking about, let's not even talk about securities, let's not even talk about assets. Let's just talk about a disruptive blockchain-based technology that solves problems and creates a better scalable product, just like the taxi. Access to global markets, further liquidity, direct and certain ownership to investors, eliminate all the friction, all that good stuff. I got a great one core piece of data you guys will love next. Is that here? No, there's another one coming after that. So these are some of the improvements, right? We talk about liquidity, private securities, time to settle, and here's all the checkpoints of everything has to go through private securities, public securities, then we get to tokenized securities, right? We're talking minutes. With the contracts, the smart contracts embedded in the code. Fully searchable too, by the way. That's the same thing that blockchain is going to disrupt the mortgage business, loan, supply chain, every single contract. You can have access to it instantly, well, as fast as your computers are. Forever embedded and never modified after. So now it's sort of what we do. CoinStreet, with our partnership web, we are kind of a one-of-a-kind in this market. Not only do we have the investment banking side, registered in Hong Kong and Singapore, and then most of the other major territories we have partnerships, and we're expanding to other ones that we don't, and we're not selling in those, just a disclaimer. We are a special one-of-a-kind company because we do have the investment banking side, we have the SEO platform, and then we have the full-out roadshow side as well. Doing all the marketing, promotion, consulting, full-on roadshows within Asia, expanding to the US this second quarter at the end of it. And also within the community of blockchain and with all the projects, we customize packages for STOs, projects, digital asset offerings within the concert circuit or the conference circuit, panels, key positioning like that. Now we get into some of our platform, right? So our platform, it's a tokenization platform with all the KYC, AML, we can handle the issuance, we can handle the marketplace for listing and launching, we handle the OTC custody, and then we have the institutional grade exchange, also with military level security. Our founding project leader and programmer for our platform was one of the head security guys at the India Stock Exchange as well. So this is no crypto exchange, this is fully institutionalized. There's some other great benefits too, which we'll get to. This will be a little flow chart internally. We have a very long deck, so I didn't want to get into every single piece. So this gives you the flow chart of what our back end looks like within our exchange. And the real kicker, which is what we love, because what we're doing, again, we believe in the partnership structure, is we're launching in our own key territories, and then the rest of the world, and also within multiple territories, we are going to be licensing this out to institutions. Once institutions start really coming in, which as we see the US is moving forward fast, which is great. The real kicker, again, is our third-party API integration. We have full interoperability, plug and play between STO providers, custodial services, market data, digital asset brokerages, and many others. That provides a very flexible and seamless platform for any institution to pick up, or including ourselves, and adapt to the market, take certain pieces, customize our backend however you want. Thank you guys.